excited to talk about the hard truth and behind the scenes of what goes on in sourcing.
Alibaba's very diligent attempts to grow the global network.
And there was a major need for collaboration between suppliers and these Amazon sellers.
And even if something does go wrong, nobody's perfect.
Many of the pitfalls in the mass production and sourcing process, and we've been doing this for almost 20 years. Honored to be here at the Alibaba Co-Create Summit, and excited to have a conversation with these great gentlemen about it and with you all. Thank you.
Great. Jason?
Hey everyone, my name is Jason Wong. I was a merchant. I started off as a merchant 10 years ago, and 6 years ago I started my company, Saucy. We're a sourcing and logistics company based out of China and Hong Kong. And just like everyone else on the panel here, it was really to help people navigate a lot of challenges overseas, things that they may not know about, because truly it is a black box. But pleasure to be here and excited to talk about the hard truth and behind the scenes of what goes on in sourcing.
Awesome. Ahmad?
Hi guys, my name is Ahmad Nuri. I'm a partner at the Source Squad. The Source Squad, we empower collaboration between suppliers and Amazon sellers. The company was formed based out of a need for Amazon sellers. We manage a group of about 11,000 Amazon sellers across 4 countries and 17 cities. And there was a major need for collaboration between suppliers and these Amazon sellers. So Source Squad was formed, and very happy to be here and share the stage with these amazing people.
Great, thanks for sharing. I also just wanted to touch on a little bit about what my company, Martini Incentives, does in this space of sourcing. We all are, in a sense, complementary as to the services that we're offering. There is some overlap, but I feel what you're going to glean out of this to be able to navigate quality control assurances, line site visibility, logistics, also addressing the need with Amazon sellers, like how do we help set them up for success? And everything that I feel that we'll be able to discuss here is going to touch on all those things, so that way it becomes like hopefully more lucid to you and how you can approach taking the difficulties of sourcing out of the equation.
But another point that I also realized was before the sourcing side, a lot of the marketing research, the competitive analysis, stuff that merchants do know somewhat, but they still need help with, that's what we provide. So we have category experts within our firm. If you want to do beauty products, personal care products, we have consultants that we provide complimentary as a service to help you through the initial development process, to help you do the research, to figure out what are the functions and marketable angles for your products. And then it's post-sourcing that we also help with too. Growth levers that you can help pull, we also help with sometimes pricing strategies, research on that front. So I mean, in terms of like sourcing, a lot of stuff are standardized, right? Like most companies can do the same stuff between all of us, but where we really stand is like I try to sprinkle in the stuff that I would want as a merchant from my own experience to help a lot of my companies, a lot of my clients who are, some of them are just having an idea on a napkin, and the other ones are just starting to run, but they still don't know where to head to yet.
We've been in this business for quite a while, almost 2 decades, and what I can tell you is that what has not changed has been to have a very formal approach to ensure that you can do proper risk mitigation. So many things can go wrong in the sourcing business and mass production business, where mass production can become mass disaster very quickly if things are not in form and in place properly. So we have always taken an approach which starts with picking the right suppliers. We then have on-the-ground resources, and then usually third-party attestation to ensure that productions come out the way that they're supposed to be, and that, quite honestly, that every production is the first time. Things change all of the time, and with this in mind, you have to have that in consideration, that there are differences that may occur within a supply chain, and you have to be ready for those differences and be ready to accommodate changes. So appropriate oversight and management is quite important to the process. Alibaba's very diligent attempts to grow the global network. And I think that that's going to be a very strong and sophisticated idea going forward with global suppliers, where this application of the verification processes and so on is going to be widespread, and hopefully, you know, it will basically go to other parts of the world also. So, you know, I give Alibaba a lot of credit for really looking to focus on the world, you know, being global in this philosophy, which they have always been, but even making some more dedicated efforts to this. And I think that that's going to be the benefit to the globe.
And even if something does go wrong, nobody's perfect. They are so willing to make things right if there's something that went wrong. So just touching on what everybody said here, these relationships, this is something that's not necessarily taught, but it's something that we've all learned and we all know. So these relationships, you can't put a value on it, but the more human that you are and the more understanding that you are, things are going to happen. There's holidays that are on their calendar that aren't on our calendar. You can't ask them to come into work. That's not how it works. There's storms. There was a typhoon that just swept through southern China last week. DHL, FedEx, everybody stopped. You could not move packages for 3 to 5 days. And you just have to explain that to your customers if you have a relationship in that sense. If you're a brand, you have to be knowing that things are going to happen, weather or logistics, that you have to navigate through. It's not a perfect system, but if you have the right protocols in place, you can be very successful in consistently bringing new products on. And if you're doing the marketing and you're providing a product that the consumers here in the US or Canada or whatever the market is, they're reacting to and it's growing, you can count on your suppliers to grow with you. So really big on that.
More and more robust growth from newer sellers, newer entrepreneurs who are going to be entering the markets.
Great. Well, we want to say thank you. We really appreciate this opportunity to be up here and share how we've been able to solve the hard truths of sourcing. And if you have any questions, feel free to connect with us on LinkedIn or around the conference. We'll be more than glad to understand any challenges you have.
Thank you very much. Really appreciate it.